Hey guys. So I've went over about 9 different news sources for information that correlates and that contradicts itself about Benjamin's death. Many of them said that his friend Brandon Howard said that the burden of expectation because he was Elvis's grandson deeply affected him and it contributed to his demise. He also said that Benjamin had suffered depression on the lockdown associated with isolation from coronavirus, and it exacerbated his mental health struggles. And also, many of the sources said Benjamin had recently left rehab for drug and alcohol abuse. He stayed for 3 weeks. Many of them said that Benjamin had been quoted to say, "The Church of Scientology really messes up kids." Now, here's where the reports were different totally. And this is whenever the news broke of his death. Um, so we were told the coroner said on the very first, like, I'm trying to think of which one it was, but the very first news release I heard about his death, it was reported the coroner said he shot himself in the upper torso. Well, then a few other ones, the next thing that was told was it was reported that he had shot himself in the head. I hate even saying this. Then a couple places said the chest and said instead of saying torso. And then at the end, and it ended up being like intraoral, so the mouth, intraoral. So he had an open casket. So I'm thinking, um, I don't know. I'm thinking how could he have had an open casket with a head injury, but maybe so. So we really don't know, and I don't know why the discrepancies. That was just odd. Okay, and they all pretty much say the neighbor heard a party going on until 1 a.m. Okay, and then the neighbors heard a woman scream, "Don't do it," at 3:30 a.m. Okay, they heard a couple of them reported that it had been caught even on camera, um, them fussing and having like an argument. All right. Now, here's where some of the differences come in. So, some of them say that the girlfriend was unable to unlock the door with a bobby pin and she found Benjamin dead. And they make it out to be like she basically followed him into the bathroom and he locked himself in there. Well, some of the sources say that he went into the bathroom and remained there for a number of hours before being found dead. So there's contradictions there. So, but that would make more sense because a lot of them correlate on the fact that they heard a woman scream, "Don't do it," at 3:30 a.m. Um, that would go along with the theory that she followed him to the bathroom. Now the question is, why then, if he did this at 3:30, did the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department respond rescued and responded at 6:30 a.m. So see that it's just so many strange things. I mean, it would make more sense if he maybe went in there at 3:30 and then she could have heard the gunshot go off at 6, say 6 or 6:15 or whatever, because the 911 call was at 6:30. So that's 3 hours that he could have stayed in the bathroom. But most of the reports make it out like she basically followed him in there and said, "Don't do it." So the timing is weird. So I was taking some of these notes and just, okay. A few of them had said that Benjamin had checked into rehab 4 times, but he had never completed any of the programs. And that's really, really sad, Okay. Benjamin tried to take his life. Some said weeks earlier, and some said 6 months earlier, and some said just months earlier. He actually overdosed on alcohol and coke. That's what they said. All of them basically had the same story about him having cocaine and alcohol in his system at the time of his death. So, let me see here. So the question is, what happened? And where did he get the gun? If he had attempted suicide weeks or months before, which months before makes more sense, why in the heck did he have a gun? Why was he not more closely monitored? It's just really strange, and it's very hard. It's very hard to find out information on Benjamin about his life. It really is. But I'm curious if anybody else had the questions that I do. If you guys know more details, or, maybe what went on somehow, some way, let me know. Let us know in the comments. And also, it had been reported on several of them that his girlfriend, she had said that the family were going to blame him and hate her. I mean, blame her and hate her. And I thought that was sort of odd that she was saying that. And they, heard it. Okay. All right. I'll quit rambling. I know I get annoying. Have a good night, morning, day, evening, wherever you're at in the world, my YouTube family. Peace and love.